Noswaith Croeso. Good evening and welcome to King Coed Campus in Cardiff. Match day 21 in the JD Cymru Premier. Haverfordwest County have headed east this evening on New Year's Eve up the M4 to face Cardiff Met University. And the Bluebirds arrive in confident mood this evening, unbeaten since early November and fresh from an impressive 3-0 victory at home on Boxing Day against Llanelli Town United. Owain Jones, Corey Shepherd, Ben Fawcett with the goals on Boxing Day. I couldn't even tell you what day it is right now, so I can't even remember when Boxing Day was, but a couple of days ago. Tony Pennock's side will be hoping that result proves yet another springboard as they head into the crucial final two Phase 1 fixtures. A couple of Cardiff Met fans already making a bit of noise here at King Coed, where, to be honest, a little bit surprising how many supporters are in attendance here. Not a bad crowd so far this evening, picking up. We'll wait and see what the numbers are later on. There's a fair few fans in attendance already. I think some of them drawn in because of that scarf initiative is alive and well this evening here. A number of Cardiff Met branded scarves out in very, should we say, Harry Potter themed colours. Met themselves off the back of a 1-0 loss to Barry the last time they were out. A Ben Magson overhead kick, I'm sure many of you have seen in the last few days. They were unsuccessful down at Jenner Park. And the most recent meeting between Haverfordwest County and Cardiff Met came back all the way in August. I'm sure many of you were in attendance at the Oggy Bridge Meadow that night, where the points were shared in a 2-2 draw. Goals from Ben Arman and Sheps. Corey Shepherd gave us a 2-0 lead at half-time, but Jasper Payne and Ryan Reynolds struck within 3 minutes of the restart to bring the Archers level, and it remained 2-2 all the way through to full time. But a lot of water has passed under the bridge since then. Find ourselves in 8th place, just 3 points behind tonight's hosts, who have just come onto the pitch here at King Coed Campus. Looking at team news then, Luke Rees in goal again for the Bluebirds tonight. Dylan Rees returns from a minor injury setback. Seems to be okay. We will keep a close eye on how Dill gets on this evening. Rees, Abruzzese, Alaric Jones, Corey Shepherd, Dan Hawkins, Panache Makwiramiti, Kyle McCarthy, Kyle Kenneford, Yori Humphreys, Ben Arman, and a really strong-looking bench this evening. Ivan Knott, Ricky Watts, Tom Shepherd, Greg Walters, Owain Jones, Ashley Watkins, and William Hughes. For the Archers, Sam Seeger starts in goal, Matthew Chubb, Joel Edwards, Ryan Reynolds, Elliot Evans, Sam Jones, Adam Roscoe, Captain CJ Craven, Thumper Muandue, Barnaby Sodi, and a familiar face, a rare start, it must be said, for Cardiff Met. Number 20 is Harry John. The bench for the Archers, Liam Walsh, Dixon Kabongo, Lewis Rees, Jake Morris, Jasper Payne, Brogan Popham, and Harlan Perry. Both of those two on loan from Swansea City. Both teams in huddles in their own halves at the moment as captains Craven and Rees go through the formalities with this evening's referee. It's Ben Williams and his assistants Lewis Edwards and Killan Thomas. Fourth official Ryan Kenny over the far side, having a chat with both dugouts, keeping things under control over there. Mr. Kenny, we are safely tucked away on the opposite side underneath the Scorio cameras. So in a rare occurrence, we will be sharing the same view as the Scorio highlights that are released as the goals come. And let's hope there are quite a few goals coming in this evening. Good evening to those of you who are joining us on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, or X, I should say these days. Mr. Haverfordwest SLO, the supporters liaison officer, Dan Devine, good evening to you. And Blue, I think you're in incognito, but Mr. Jennings, good evening to you. Haverfordwest seem to have won kick-off here with Dan Hawkins over the ball. The Bluebirds in the white strip this evening. Bespokely designed by Tor Sports, sponsored by Dragon Bet. Right in front of us here, we're not far off the halfway line here at King Coed. Met in their traditional maroon and navy. The clock is going to be confusing on the far side. It's 5 minutes behind the big digital clock on the side of the International Athletics track. We're underway Hawkins back to Dylan Rees, who just clips one forward, as is tradition, it seems, now in the Cymru Premier. Puts it in line with the penalty box for an early Cardiff Met throw. Throws Abu says he wins the first contact. Back to Dylan Rees. Slightly slices this. Oh, that's a late tackle thrown in then. Referee stopping play. I think it was Roscoe was flown into a tackle against Kyle McCarthy there. Referee's just the free kick. Good evening, Marcus Greenish. Happy New Year to you too, mate. Let's see if we can show you exactly how the game is unfolding here with our 2D graphics on screen. It is indeed Bluebirds free kick then, put into a good area. Corey Shepherd's coming across and, as his name says, Shepherd's it out for a throw in on this near side. Dylan Rees with the armband comes across to collect. He plays one forward. No, hesitates. Nearly had Arman. Ball back to Pan Makwiramiti to Kyle McCarthy. Good high press from Met. But it's opened a bit of space for Abu, who crosses the halfway line. Plays it out on the wide-hand side. Alric Jones puts one forward to Hawkins. Heads back to Abruzzese. Bit of space for him in the centre circle. Options to his right. Makwiramiti and Dylan Rees. Bluebirds keeping good control here. McCarthy. Forward ball. Good touch by Dan Hawkins. Harry John comes across and wins himself a free kick. Kyle Kenneford and Harry John colliding on the halfway line. Good evening to you all. Already touched 100 listeners or viewers, perhaps. Please feel free. Let me know in the comments in the chat where you're tuning in from this evening. Even it's a cold one here up in Cardiff this evening. I've got my scarf from Boxing Day in my bag, ready to go for the second half, and a bobble hat if needed. It's a frosty one. Matt switching play well. Alric Jones does well to get rid of it, but only as far as Reynolds on the halfway line. Forward, chance for an early break into the box is Chubb. He's taken it to the byline. Armand does well to collect. Referee waves play on. Went down pretty light. Joel Edwards, trusted left foot. It punts it backwards towards the Bluebirds box. Shepherd wins it. Abruzzese. No, it's going to be a free kick. Roscoe again. Not afraid to put his foot in where it hurts tonight. Shep scored a little bit late there. It's 2 for the front man now. Luke Rees, all in green, coming out to get things back underway in a second. No ball to play with. Lines assistant referee over on the far side. Not allowed to kick it back, it seems. Has to roll it to the bench. And the first touch for Henry Fensom in the dugout this evening. He's able to play it back onto the pitch for Luke Rees. Luke. Good knock, 60 yards towards Arman, who's penalised. Hands it team on Met captain CJ Craven, former TNS man. Out to Joel Edwards, to Sodi. Yori Humphreys, this right wing back position this evening. Finds Muandue, gets in behind Dylan Rees, down the left-hand side for Met. Makwiramiti faces him up. Muandue has to come backwards. Back to Sodi in the left back. Inside, Dylan Rees collects well and clips one forward, but Edwards there again, first on the halfway line. Stops Hawkins getting ahead. Puts it out for the throw-in. Not many balls around the pitch tonight. Slow to get the equipment needed. Dylan with the throw-in. Off Arman's head. Flicks inside, but 1 second ball by Met. Clips forward. Makwiramiti only as far as Muandue, who comes back towards us. Alric Jones, right-footed, clears the fence with the ball. That's going to slow things down. Oh, no. Just looking to get things settled down here. Tony Panic on his toes over on the far side, just giving some instructions on. Looking to switch play, I think. He was looking to see how much space Abu had on the far left-hand side, but it's a free kick given. A little bit late on Alaric there as play was underway. Again, Luke Reese outside his box. With a second touch for him. Second free kick. Got a feeling it's going to be a lively, niggly one tonight. I think Ben Williams, the referee, will be trigger happy with the cards, I feel. My gut instinct this evening. Arman wins the flick. Free kick yet again. Joel Edwards penalised. It's about 35, 40 yards out, perhaps too far, but a great position. Abu is coming across to get the ball here. And it's the shaving foam out for the first time this evening with the referee. 10-yard marker incoming. As I said, it's some distance out. Would need to be perfect with the back of the net directly, but fair bit of height at the back post waiting. Arman, Alaric, Corey, all waiting at the back post. Inside, chance. Ooh, keeper collects up an Arman header. A lot of arms everywhere there. Met play clear. Went away with it. Nobody ahead of him. Numbers off him. Elliot Evans with his own race start this evening. Corey Shepherd, great tackle. Appeals from the home side for a foul. Nothing given. That's another foul on Dan Hawkins this time. Referee's letting a lot go here. Fifth, if not sixth foul of the game already. High threshold. That was Walsh through the back of Hawkins over on the far side. Again, here comes Luke Reese. Right in front of Tony Panic on the far side. Chance for his keeper to put one in a good area. Good kick, good height. It's towards Alaric on the edge of the box. First contact won by Edwards though. For Met. Who pump clear. McCarthy underneath it. Right-footed, sorry. High into the sky. Kenneford underneath. Good work, Kenneford, but it's Harry John underneath it this time, who collects, nudges it off to his midfield partner, Ryan Reynolds. Out to Walsh on the right-hand side. Good pinch by Kenneford. But it again deflects. Moandoe puts it into the good area. Headed clear by Alaric. And Kyle Kenneford clips to Abruzzese. Bluebirds playing their way out to the back. Over on the far side. Abu punts one clear. Chance for Arman to get his legs going. Edwards is going to get there first, who just happy to concede. Oh, he doesn't concede the throw-in. Keeps it in. Good defending, to be fair to him. Oh, my Hereford man. Again, Harry John. Wonder how he's feeling this evening. Good tackle, Yori Humphreys. Stops Sodi getting any momentum down this left-hand side. Throw-in to Matt. Edwards comes across for this one then. Good tackle, Yori Humphreys. He was right on Barnaby Sodi there. Didn't give him a chance to get down the line. Header won by Dylan Reese to Kenneford. Back to McCarthy. Arman rolls his defender, but the ball keeps going all the way back to Liam Walsh in the right back slot tonight. Punts one forward. Alaric Jones, great header on the centre half. Finds Abu, brings it down well. Has to play backwards. Fouled. Not ball seemed to ricochet man first. Good tackle. Abu wins it back. This is lively, to be fair. Sheps opens his body up. Harry John tries to pinch it, but good body position by Sheppy there. Just shrugs him off. Dullan back to Alaric. Out to McCarthy. Muandue with Roscoe. High press from both of those. Harry John puts a tackle in on McCarthy. He's fired up there, McCarthy. Well played. Alaric Jones, Shepherd. Oh, almost. Yes, one back by Shepherd. Arman Shepherd link. Met steal it. Both teams, to be fair, looking to get it down and play tonight. The tackles are flying in. Shepherd again runs past Harry John. Walsh goes to the ground, concedes the throw. I said it from the outset. I feel the referee's going to keep a tight lid on things. They've got the potential to boil over this evening. just feel there's a tackle waiting to come in here. Throw back to McCarthy. Punts from forward. Roscoe in the centre circle. Shepherd's got 3 round him, but pinches it to Kenneford. Back to Dylan Rees. Sideways, Alec Jones in the middle of the back 3 tonight. McCarthy to his left. Dylan Rees to his right. Abruzzese and Yori Humphreys, the wide men. McCarthy, several hundred appearances at Cardiff Met himself, as is Alec Jones, as is Dylan Rees. The back 3 tonight, all former Archers. Alec Jones, crossfield diagonal ball, almost finds Yori Humphreys, but well defended by Sodi. Lots of connections between Haverfordwest County and Met, with former players and staff involved. Edwards again takes the throw in. Yori Humphreys beats his man again too. With the ricochet. Good play by Pan. All the way back to Luke Rees. His 4th touch. And Roscoe yet again. Surely he's going to go into the book this time. Off the ball. Catches McCarthy. Oh no, it's Elliot Evans who's caught McCarthy off the ball. He's having a chat from Ben Williams, the referee, this evening. Seemed a bit of a coming together from the former teammates, but free kick number 8. We're almost on a free kick a minute at the minute. Positive, as is the attendance, like I said, considering it's Christmas year and the campus was pretty much like a ghost town earlier on. There's a fair number of people in attendance coming to watch, which is one of very few games across Wales tonight. Scorio here, as always, as per, there'll be highlights available later on. As I said, hopefully of a few goals from the Bluebirds. A win tonight would take us into a good position going into the last game, which is Britain Ferry, a week Friday at home. Game 22. Can't remember the goal difference situation, but it would certainly take us up level on points with current 7th place Cardiff Met. Well played, Kyle Kenneford on the front foot. High press. Arman and Kenneford push Seeger in goal to play early, who doesn't beat the halfway line. Shepherd wins his header, but finds Walsh. Met come forward again. Punt clear. Finds Muandoe in the middle. Back to Harry John. Chance for him to move forward. Good tackle. Brought down. Oh, there is the first card for Kyle McCarthy this evening. Yellow card is out. A bad little area for Met. They'll be happy with this. Harry John allowed a bit of space to travel into there. Wondered whether he was going to pull the trigger, but good feat from Haverfordwest Academy graduate with over 70 appearances to his name for the Bluebirds in one of very few so far in his Met life. Has given a chance for Ryan Reynolds, Elliot Evans, and I think Joel Edwards over this one. Left foot option. Bluebirds 4-man wall. Luke Rees on his near post. I think he'll move from there shortly to give a better angle coverage. I think this is going to be Reynolds who hits this one. Scored many a set piece. Wall strong, hopefully. Reynolds. Elliot Evans runs over it. Reynolds shoots over. Clips the top of the bar. Keeper had it covered, I think. It's not a bad effort from the Pennebont man, but bar and over. As I said, Cardiff Met's opportunity to dish out the FAW initiative scarves this evening. A maroon and yellow, which I can't help but associate with Harry Potter. Gryffindor. Abu receives the goal kick back to Alaric. Clips one high into the night sky, slightly sliced. It goes onto the roof of the athletics building. Ball on the pitch for a second, but back underway. Walsh Good tackle, Shepherd. Triangles played around Shepherd though. Reynolds switches play. He's got Sodi on his left and Mwandue in front. Good passage of play from Matthew. Good tackle, Dylan Reese. Good tackle, Kyle Kenneford. Wins it back. Yori finds Dylan in a bit of space. Plays it in. Oh, nearly beats Reynolds. Harry John and Dylan Reese compete in the air, as does Kenneford. It's head tennis at the minute. Good head, Mac with a meaty. But chance for Met to come forward. Alric, stay on your feet. Mwandue is lively. Good, Dylan Reese puts one in. Dan Hawkins can get in behind there. Oh, Walsh has to go back to his keeper. Well played, Met. It's end-to-end at the minute. Craven on the far right-hand side. Punts one forward. Alric's underneath it. Good header. Puts it back straight to Craven. Believe it or not, the former housemates. Edwards to Sodi. Back to Joel Edwards yet again. He's got Walsh outside him. Met very organised at the back here. Bluebirds just allowing them to have a bit of sideways possession at the minute. Armand does spring into action. Bit of pressure for Walsh. Was a chance to break through the middle. Clips one. It's going to be too long, I think, for Harry John. No, he does keep it in. Good tackle, Corey Shepherd. And I saw a couple of young Cardiff Met fans arriving at this stand earlier with a drum. I was dreading it, but to be fair, it's not too noisy. And hopefully we can keep it that way. As I look to my right, there's a fair few Pembrokeshire faces recognisable. Bluebird supporters travelled up the M4 this evening to support us. As I said, hopefully we can give them something to enjoy. But Dylan Reese has given away a free kick there. Mwandue just holding strong. Dylan concedes the free kick just inside our half. Ryan Reynolds being ushered back. He's tried to gain about 15 yards there. Reynolds, he's got numbers running off him here. Dan Hawkins having to come back and support. Every man back for the Bluebirds here. Just Craven at the back for Met. And to win this first contact, Reynolds drives it at the far post. Goes all the way through. Kept in by Walsh. Back to Harry John. Chips one in. But it's straight up for a goal kick. No of Harry's quality. He wouldn't be happy with himself there. But it's straight out for a goal kick. Luke Reese getting us back underway as former player and coach Craig Hanford, the assistant here at Cardiff Met, in full voice over the far side, getting his team organised. Luke Reese, great kick, straight down the middle, won by Arman, out to Humphreys on this near side, right in front of the Pembrokeshire faithful. Back to Arman, oh, heavy touch. Comes across, good McCarthy on the halfway line, dinks one forward. Oh, could have run through for Corey Shepherd was running in. Had Hawkins let it go, I think he would have been in on goal as the two of them have a chat about it. Hawkins tried to flick it to Arman, who was beside him, but I don't think he'd seen the run coming through. But Met lose possession to Alric. Inside, Hawkins to McCarthy, who stays forward. Outside of the right foot from the left-hand side from Hawkins. Could have to be perfect to find Arman, who was by the penalty spot, but sails into the goalkeeper's hands. Again, Harry John with it. Drills one forward. Reynolds has got a lot of space to himself over on this left-hand side. Gonna get there, but tame from the midfielder into Luke Reese's hands, thankfully. Great bit of space. Reynolds ran off the back of his man there. One to keep an eye on. Abruzzesi's ball forward, won by a Met defender. Harry John wins it in the middle of the pitch. Finds Walsh. Space to slot it out. I think it's Ross Grover on the far side. Oh, Mac with a meaty. Oh, no, it's Dylan Rees who's blocked a long range effort by Sodi there. Elliot Evans is coming across. Take the corner that's been conceded. That was on target. We were right behind that one. I think I'm going to back Luke Rees to have got to it, but it would have been the first proper shot on target, that one. 21st minute here. Need to be organised. Met are a pretty tall team. It's good aerial ability there, and they've all congregated around Luke Rees inside the 6-yard box. Big chance for Met if they can put this on a sixpence. Corner. I think it's Reynolds who's got it. He's got Sodi as an option. Dan Hawkins coming across the track in. Yeah, they're going to put it in an area. There's all sorts of handbags in the box. It's a good cross. Headed clear. And eventually cleared into an area. Luke Rees comes to collect and does. It was a scramble inside the 6-yard box then. A great corner, but right onto the top of Luke Rees's head. He punts clear, but it's pretty much into no man's land, unfortunately. And Met pick it back up. Met with possession yet again. Joel Edwards at the back for them. Left-footed, gets his head up. Inside the Reynolds. Back to Edwards. Arman's having to come back and pick up Reynolds in the middle there. Met to throw numbers forward still from the corner. There's only two back for them. Walsh and Craven are those two. Craven plays it sideways, but Abu gets it first. He reads it. Lewis Rees can't get there. Oh, well defended, Met. Again, keeping Arman away from that ball well. Chested it back to Tigers in goal. Sam Jones was the man, perhaps caught a little bit flat-footed, and Abu pinched it off him and galloped forward. Met again in midfield, brave with it. Harry John, Walsh, Sam Jones as well on that right-hand side, getting more and more involved. Walsh with it. Patient from the home side. Walsh across to Sodi, who keeps coming inside to that centre midfielder position, almost the left back. He finds Elliot Evans. Back to Joel Edwards. Oh, put a little bit of pressure on his goalie there. Seager's outside his box. Hits pretty well. Abruzzese reads it yet again. He comes forward. Dazzling white man. Shown Harry John a clean pair of heels there. Back to McCarthy. Inside to Alaric Jones again. He's looking to get his head up early. Plays it out to Dylan Rees. A little bit of space. No wonder away comes to pressure him. Has to go back to Luke Rees. Again, Bluebirds looking to get organised. Rees across to McCarthy. Unopposed. Steps upwards over the halfway line. Getting his head up. He's got Yori Humphries making a good move on the back. Arman is the option though. Down the line. Oh, cleared well by Met. Only as far as Abruzzese. In a good position there on the far left-hand side. In the final third. Abu gets his head up. He's got two around him. Keeps the ball well. Has to go back to Alaric. Steps in. Clips forward. Shepherd is onside. Into a good area. Oh, Hawkins. Oh, now the flag goes up. Hawkins had a free header. Diving header in the box. Over the bar. That was a very late offside call. Eager then. Keeper gonna get us underway in the 25th minute of play here. Still all square, goalless. All the players to the right-hand side of the pitch here at Kincoid. Won by Roscoe well, but McCarthy defends after a throw-in. Back underway already. Quick, how that ball was found so quickly. McCarthy punts clear again though. Hawkins underneath it. Harry John and Corey Shepherd battle well for it, the former teammates. McCarthy cuts inside. Good ball. Finds Dylan Rees. A little bit of space. Mo went away, galloping across. He went off injured on Boxing Day, so it's interesting to see him starting this evening. Harry John back with possession inside his own half. Not much in front of him as regards to options. Has to go back to Walsh. Again, he goes long. Alaric first contact. Clears to Shepherd on the halfway line. Does well, Sheps. There's a lot of 50-50 battles going on around the pitch tonight. John Edwards does well. Go back to his keeper there. No. Walsh. Again, ricochets it with his captain, Craven. Still Walsh. Plenty of time for him. Still on the ball. He's not got too many options, so has to go direct Alaric underneath it. And you can see the throw in right in front of Tony Bennett's dugout over on the far side. Met quick to get us back underway. Muandui back to Walsh yet again. Crosses into the area. Good defending Yori Humphreys. And cleared out for throwing on the halfway line over on the far side. 26 and a half gone. Still 0-0. Both dugouts just seem quite relaxed over there. So it is a relatively lively one. It does need a goal or two this evening, really kick things into action. Although a point wouldn't be a bad result. Met have done really, really well in the last few weeks. I think it's Corey who's conceded a foul right on the edge of our box there. Muandui, the man on the ground. Seemed a nothing collision. Referee, a much better view than me. Penalising Corey. No card. Still just the one yellow so far. Again, Reynolds, Evans, Edwards, and Sodi time 4 over the ball. Just having a look. Again, Arman, Abruzzese, Humphreys, and Hawkins, I think it is, in a 4-man wall. Very much in line with the graphic on screen. It's to the right of the D, probably not as central as the Met players would like. I think this would probably suit a cross, but Reynolds, who does like a shot, I wonder, he's going to put this into an area. Steps back. Sodi, the left foot, design it up. Shoots. Good save. Luke Reese down to his left at the near post. Sodi, the left footer, was the man to strike it. Probably, if it was going to be the shot, the left footer was the right call. Good save down to his left. Two-handed, punched it clear. But Met receive it on the halfway line and again come forward. Reynolds inside to Evans. The assistant manager, I believe, here at Met as well, the number 7. Long-time player for the Archers. Ball, Armour nearly pinched it. He would have been one-on-one with the keeper. Met playing dangerously inside their own half. As Walsh puts it out. No, it's Craven puts it out for a throw-in to the Bluebirds. Tony Pennock congratulating his team somewhat there for their high press work. Encouraging his backline to play higher up the pitch, maybe. It's a McCarthy throw-in just inside Met territory. A lot of options moving in front of him. Too many to choose from, but opts to go back to Alaric. The only option really is Luke Reese inside him on the edge of the box. High press again by Roscoe and Muandui, but ball across. Edwards off his knee. Only finds Dylan Reese. Has to turn inward. Goes back to his keeper. Switches on. McCarthy again in space over on that far side. Front two of Muandui and Roscoe running themselves into the ground, it seems, with that high press. No doubt they've done their own tactical analysis on us. But the Bluebirds so far playing it out nicely around them. McCarthy on the far left-hand side finds Abu. Bit of time, patiently, back to Alaric. To Dullan. Back to Alaric. Again, Roscoe triggers and off they go. But just passes it round them. Abu, chance to come forward now. He's got Harry John, he'll know him well. In front of him, passes McCarthy, Shepherd, drills one round. Yori Humphries, beaten in the air that time by Sordi. Makwaramiti does well to flick it out to Abu. Gets it under control. Harry, yet again, chasing him down. Good spell of possession here. Alaric to Shepherd, back to Alaric, to Dulland. Muandui, trigger, if he goes, clip forward. If that bounces over him, headed back to his keeper. Walsh comfortable in the end. 51 played, long ball forward, all the way out for a goal kick to Haverfordwest. Increase. And we brought into action really with that one save off the free kick so far. Been well defended in front of him, and like we said, don't want to jinx it too much. Boys have done well to restrict Cardiff Met. Just a couple of those free kicks. One grazing the top of the crossbar, and the other good save by Luke Reese, which I'm sure both of those probably making the highlights so far. Maybe the only real Bluebirds chance of note is that offside Shepherd chance that he crossed it in for a Dan Hawkins header, but Met come forward. Muandui on the edge of the box, won well by McCarthy, who himself is on a yellow card. He wins it back. Shepherd does well to ride the Harry John tackle. Brought down, free kick given. Sam Jones doesn't go into the pocket of the referee. Corey did well there. On the halfway line, tried to get ahead, but brought back. I think it was more of a shirt pull. Seen them given yellow cards for that. Interesting to see what the attendance is this evening here at Kincoid. I guess that it'll be in maybe 300 perhaps. Abu with the free kick, puts it into a good area. The keeper underneath it punches it, not convincingly. I was deemed to have been fouled. What for me? I don't think Ben Harmon, who's been penalised there, was anywhere near the keeper. Two-fisted punch into the air. It almost had a bit of backspin coming off the gloves there, up into the air. But by the time it was coming down, the referee's whistle had gone. Matt play it out immediately. Across the back line. Edwards slots one down the sideline. Makwaramiti is holding up Muandui. Former Duke down and Connors B-man. Following a spell over in Canada as well, I believe, for the white man. Muandui. Oh, well done. Makwaramiti does well there. We've actually won the throw in. Walsh. No, it's Chubb being called over to the referee. A bit of talking to you. Craven is captain alongside him. I think there was a little bit of dissent there from afar by the centre half, and the referee taking matters into his own hands to nullify that. A stern warning, should we say. Nothing more. A chuckle as he runs away there from the centre half. Dalan Recent with the throw in on the near side to my left. Only real option at the minute. Needs to go back to the keeper, but Elliot Evans aware of that. Good head, Yori Humphries up the line. Good head, Makwaramiti. Small, short guy, I should say. Gets it so well to win his aerial battles. Gets it clear. Sam Jones puts it back. Alaric left-footed. Just putting it in a Met territory. Joel Edwards, goes back to get this one. Sodi cuts inside. Humphries does well to keep up with him. Feet from the left back. Clips one forward. All the way across the top to Alaric. It uses his back to control that one, I think. Dalan comes across to help him. Forward from... misplaced pass from Harmon. Dalan wins it back. Does well there. Dalan missiled one into Harmon's feet. He tried to lay it off the Sheps, but slightly wide of Sheps' feet. And it's taken late there, Alaric Jones. surely now the referee has got to put more underway in the bucket. Does Alric's taken so late? The high press proving difficult, but Alric played it forward to Arman and was clattered. Alric, to be fair, was probably expecting it, but still interesting to see that the referee lets another one go. Luke Reese with his, should be right, he's down probably. 6th or 7th free kick. Just on the edge of the defensive third. Back underway. Good kick, good arrow towards Dylan Reese's head. Run by Sam Jones for Met for a throw in. Abu over on the far side, right in front of the Met dugout. Shepherd back to Abruzzese. Clips one forward, flicked on by Arman. Hawkins is underneath it, but Craven punts it clear over his head. Bit of a blind one, but good tackle. Abu. Met throw in. 37 gone here. Still 0-0. Met, who were heavy favourites by the bookies this evening. Haverfordwest were a good price, I suppose. I think it was in some places as high as 7-2. The Met, odds-on favourites at home. So far, unable to break the deadlock. Either team. Oh, almost a chance for Hawkins to break in and goal there, but throw in to the Archers. Throw in by Walsh, won by Abruzzese. Finds Shepherd. Back all the way to Dylan Reese on the edge of his own box, but numbers running forward. Dylan punts one clear. Hawkins, good first touch. Back to Shepherd on the halfway line. Chance for the Boobers to step up. Forward to Arman. Back to McCarthy. Just building up possession. Alric with it. Out to Dylan Reese to his right. Yori Humphreys. It's got Makwiramiti. Hawkins, though, the option. Good feet by Hawkins. Shepherd on the halfway line. Abu McCarthy flying down the left-hand side. McCarthy puts it into a good area. Won by Sodi. Straight up in the air. Good header. Chance. Hawkins on the edge of the box. Strikes. Oh, good block. Only out as far as Makwiramiti. Out to Yori Humphreys on this right-hand side. Sam Jones all the way across. But Dylan's clipped one in. Oh, almost finds Arman, but it's headed clear. Back to Mirumiti. To Alric Jones. Roscoe cuts the gap. So Alric diagonal to Abruzzese. Straight out for a throw. Again, goal boys. Somebody, anyway, certainly throws it to Met. Chance to counter. Shepherd chasing Sam Jones down that far side. Good tackle, Corey, but it's ricocheted back into play. Didn't go out. Good tackle. Abu fouled. Assistant referees flags up. Free kick Haverfordwest. I think it's Luke Reese going across as per. Yep. I think Luke has touched the ball considerable amount of times more outside his box tonight from free kicks than he has inside, which isn't always a bad thing. Reese, again, another great kick towards a Bluebird shirt. Arman loses the first one, wins the second one. It's going to go, no, kept in by Walsh. Clips it clear onto the halfway line. Alric Jones and Mwandue clash. Mwandue comes away with it. McCarthy needs to, he's still on, needs to stay on his feet, but it's out to Harry John. Over on the far right-hand side. Inside to Mwandue. A little bit of space. Drills one low. Comfortable in the end, I think. Wide of the post, but at a moment we're Met to trying to hit the target. Goal kick. .40 played. 5 minutes of normal time, and I'm going to guess not too many more added on. Maybe 2. Back underway. Luke, another good one. Clears the halfway line. Kenneford underneath that one. He's had a whack on the back of the head there. I think Reynolds won the header onto the back of Kenneford's head. Seems to be okay. Ricocheted in close proximity to Reynolds' header forward. Just knocked him off balance a little bit, but Yori helps his teammate up. Good encouragement by Neil Humphreys there, Yori's dad. Just telling him that there's a couple of minutes left before the break. Got coaches all the way around the ground here tonight. Keep saying we'll have to get Neil on for one of these Bluebirds Nest live broadcasts. Ball, thankfully, being played around the Met half for the time being. Alric's fallen over. Free kick to Met on the halfway line. Alric clearly fell over, as did Moandui, but the ref is giving a free kick. Alric protests his innocence, but there it is. Big couple of minutes here, pivotal minutes, as the teams will soon be heading down the tunnel across the athletics track here at Kincoid and into the changing rooms for a debrief. Both managers will be hoping their clean sheets are intact. Handbags on the edge of the box. Referee encourages Reynolds to clip one in. Put into the area. Won well by McCarthy. And Hawkins get there. Just clear. Arman wins it as well. Can he get his body in line? Chubb does well. Loses it. No, not out for a throw. But Arman trickery gets him out of trouble. To Alaric. Flips forward. Oh. Well played, Dan Hawkins. Inside to Kenneford. He's got numbers. Oh, Harry does well eventually to pick up the ball. Craven. Back to Reynolds. He's the last man back for Met. They were scrambling there. A good little flick by Hawkins. Found Kenneford in a pocket of space, but soon chased down by 4, if not 5 players. Good tackle, Kenneford. Harry. Walsh punts it, as often he does this evening. Clear. Kenneford. Back to Shepherd. Deflected. Mwandue first to it, but gets the second ball. Ricochet to him. Sodi, 35 yards out on his left foot. Rolls it to Mwandue on the left hand side. Spins. Plays it inward. Makwidamiti and Evans chasing it. Across the deck. Good little interception there by Humphreys. Clears. Oh, Dan Hawkins doesn't keep possession. Sodi back to Chubb on the halfway line. 43 minutes, nearly 44, as Chubb drills one over to the far right hand side. Abu and Sam Jones compete. Abu wins the foul. Heads clear. Sam Jones fouls. Par for the course here. That's finally a yellow card. He's kicked the ball away. I think he's probably had the yellow for kicking the ball away rather than the foul there, which is interesting. I remember, I'm sure people do, Ben Fawcett's 2 yellows inside 5 seconds up at Colwyn Bay. That was exactly the same thing there. I would have been appealing for a yellow for the foul, purely because it's another one of the same type. And then, almost like a spoiled child, kicks the ball away and picks up the yellow for that. Luke Rees, yet again, probably double figures now for free kicks he's taken tonight. Puts one down the channel. It was a tight angle, but it has gone out for a throw right in front of the Met dugout. Approaching the 45th minute, we'll be keeping an eye on Ryan Kenny over on the far side. Both officials will soon be putting his board up. Back underway. Walsh. Both teams now will surely just be looking to leave things out. Alaric taking late yet again. Big appeals by Captain Dylan Rees. Nothing given by the referee. Ball's 100 yards up in the air at the moment. As it comes down, Met underneath it. Mwandue to Evans. Left hand side. just the 1 minute of injury time as McCarthy does well to win the ball back. Reese on his left foot, punts clear, doesn't reach the halfway line. Back with Amiti and Shepherd underneath it. Well played. Pan just puts it forward. Chubbs underneath it. In a good vein of form. Yori Humphreys underneath that one. Hawkins, can he get it under control, I should say. Back to Dullan. Puts it in a good area for Armand to run onto here. Keep it undecisive. Oh, Chubb does well. Armand and Chubb clash off the ball a little bit here. Oh, Craven it is, yeah. Craven and Armand clash. Craven just looks after Armand and shoves into the ground as the keeper collects. Half a chance there. Reynolds on the halfway line. 10 seconds of in stoppage time to play. Surely both teams going goalless at the break now as Harry John again puts it out for a goal kick, as is Ben Williams. Whistles him out and brings the half to a close. Goalless here at Kincoid campus then. In a relatively lively first half as Craven and Armand still continue to chat over on the far side as the teams head down the tunnel. As I said, goalless here, but entertaining. We'll be back just under 15 minutes for live audio commentary of the second half. We'll see you then. Noswaith, good evening. Croeso, welcome. Croeso nôl. Welcome back to Kincoed campus, where the players have emerged back to the pitch. And I must say, temperatures have dropped. Bitterly cold here now up in Cardiff this evening. Doesn't seem to be any changes. So we'll run through the teams. Haverfordwest, Luke Rees in goal, Captain Dylan Rees, Rees Abruzesi, Alaric Jones, Corey Shepherd, Dan Hawkins, Panache Makwiramiti, Kyle McCarthy, Kyle Kenneford, Yori Humphreys and Ben Arman. And for the home side, Sam Seegers, Matthew Chubb, Joel Edwards, Ryan Reynolds, Elliot Evans, Sam Jones, Adam Roscoe, CJ Craven, Bumper Muandue, Barnaby Sodi and Harry John. Great to chat with many Bluebird supporters who've made the journey up to Cardiff tonight during the break, all heading towards the canteen or the refreshment cylinder. Oh, I think his chef's going to be offside there. Yeah, he is offside. Almost played in by Dan Hawkins there. The container, sorry, not cylinder. Over to the container to get themselves a hot drink. One in particular, Tony Jones, sending his regards to wife and daughter, who are probably enjoying this in the comfort of their own home. Please feel free to send up a flask of hot coffee. Alaric, who has just won the ball back well inside her own box, but Kyle Kenneford penalised on the halfway line. So the first free kick in our half for Cardiff Met of the second half. It seemed to be all that happened in the first half was free kicks taken by Luke Rees. Only the one player in the box for each team, Sam Jones, I believe it was, for the home side, for petulantly kicking the ball away. But big chance. Alaric's defensive header tried to put it over the bar, but it hit the post. It bounced off the back of Luke Rees's head and then bounced out for a corner. Incredible. Oof, heart in mouth moment there for a second. Nothing wrong with positions anyway, but almost ricocheted into the net. Corner to Met then. 2 minutes into the second half, and almost a great start for the home side, but luckily still goalless. Ben Williams, the referee, trying to get things calmer in the 6-yard box, where a number of Met players have found themselves going for the surrounding of Luke Rees in goal there. McCarthy and Roscoe, former teammates. Referee encouraging them to keep their hands down, but they're throwing each other around there. Reynolds over on the far side, crosses into a good area. Keeper fouled. Yeah. Luke Rees is on the floor. Alaric headed off his own goal line onto the crossbar, but the whistle had already gone. Met fans appealing for the goal behind the goal. All 6 of them. But Luke Rees wins the foul. I think it was Roscoe penalised in the end. Ball was only halfway towards the penalty spot area and he was on the ground. So an early call by Ben Williams. Kick taken by Luke Rees. I'm sure he'd be enjoying a bit of movement because it's bitterly cold, as I said there. Please do let us know. Number of you tuning in. 348 across all platforms this evening. Currently tuned in. Warm welcome to you all. Please let us know where you are tuning in from, or any questions or any suggestions on how you think Tony Penner could change things up here. He's got a very strong looking bench to choose from. Currently only Greg Walters over by the corner flag warming up. I do feel we might see Greg in the not so distant future. Kenneford flicks one on. And again, Shepherd quick to try and get onto it, but Met come forward. Dylan Rees and Alaric Jones combine to clear. Out for a throw-in over on the far side. Scarves that have been distributed to the home supporters this evening, very much coming in handy. I've now got one on myself, not of Met, I should say, from our Boxing Day clash. Managed to pick one up, the scarf. Got it on, as I've got a tall Haverfordwest County bobble hat on for the first time in a long time whilst commentating. It's that cold. As Met come forward again, I think Dullan's just going to see this one out for a goal kick. Mwandue flies into Dullan. The home side appeal for a free kick. Ryan Jenkins, the Met manager, livid on the far side, but Mwandue just ran into Dullan. Goal kick. Yet another restart from Luke Rees. Many photographers here this evening providing media coverage for the social media platforms of the Cymru Leagues, the Met and Haverfordwest social media. They're congregating, interestingly, 2 behind the Haverfordwest goalkeeper's goal. Perhaps do they see the home side taking the lead, but none at the moment behind Cardiff Met's goalkeeper, as Kyle Kenneford almost trickily comes away with it, but Craven has to go back to his keeper. First touch for the goalie, up into the air, not so much distance. Kenneford and Hawkins underneath it. Oh, Sam Jones gets a little bit lucky and slots one through. Mwandue chases it over on the right-hand side of the penalty box. Dullan Rees in front of him. Mwandue cuts inside, delivers it down the back. It's going to go out all the way out for a goal kick. Poor cross, really, on his left foot. Acknowledged by Barnaby Sodi on the far side, but luckily for us, too high and too wide to cause any harm. Yet again, Luke Rees going to get us back underway. 6 minutes gone. Again, look into the benches. Greg Walters now joined by Owain Jones. Not bad as substitutions go, those two in your armoury. McCarthy sets off Abruzzese right in front of us here. Ball switched across. Yori's going to have to come and try and does well. Yori pinches it inside the centre circle. But numbers around him. Mark Wiramiti out to Dullan Rees. Chance to get his head up. Slots it for Yori again. Goes back to Dullan, I think. Yeah. Forward by Dullan to Shepherd on the edge of the box. Reynolds around him, but great ball in. Oh, no one really there. Finds Abu on the edge of the penalty box. Right-footed, deflected, headed clear by Harry John, and Sam Jones will be happy to clear that one. Under it is Alric Jones. Heads to Shepherd, who misses his flick. Elliot Evans picks up the pieces to Harry on the halfway line. 3 drag backs. Nearly intercepted. Harry John comes away with it. Slots in Mwandue on the right-hand side. Chance to shoot. Wide of the mark. Inside the penalty area. Strikes it to the right of the near post. Half a chance there. Alric tried to intercept the pass. And the touch of Roscoe to flick it round him gave Harry John a free run on goal. Slight hesitation, but nudged it even further away to wide man bumper Mwandue. .53 gone. Yet again, Mr. Luke Rees getting us back underway. Somebody behind the goal I can see over on that far side. I'm sure has got a blanket around them, almost a duvet. Head injury on the halfway line. Reynolds and Corey Shepherd bumped heads. Both seem to be okay. But on a cold night like this, that's going to be a stinger. Yeah, there is literally somebody walking around with a duvet around them. I've seen it all. Shepherd and Reynolds both get back to their feet. What's the referee going to do here? I think it'll have to be a bounce ball. Elliot Evans has the ball in his hands. But the referee's calling it back. What's he going to do now? He's encouraging Alric Jones to come ahead and get possession here. Worked out in our favour. Alric will let this one drop, and I'm sure just punt it forward because Roscoe's ready to go. It is indeed Roscoe who gets underneath it. Push in the back, not given by the referee. Chance McCarthy now clears his lines. Just not quite falling for either team, really. Alaric, the bounce ball went down as he went to clear it. Roscoe deflected it, and Met had half a chance there. Craven and Walsh seem to have switched. Craven now playing right back. As Chubb steps in. Switches it to Sodi. Over on the far left-hand side. Out even further. Reynolds into a good area, but headed clear by Dylan Rees. Slightly sideways. Sodi misses his header. Shepherd allowed to clear. Oh, good tackle, Yori Humphreys, I think it is. From the far side. Into touch. No, play on. Hot potato over there. Good turn. Harry John comes away with it. Has to go backwards, though. Into his own half to Chubb. Has to go back to Craven. He's not got many options, so just punts upwards. Good head, McCarthy. Beat Roscoe in the air. Harry John loses possession. Abruzzese, good 1-2 with Shepherd. Through ball, it's going to run all the way back. No, keeper doesn't come to get it. Chubb has to pass it to him, so Seeger's going to be under pressure here. Arman is pushing him onto his left foot. He doesn't fancy his left foot. Uses his right. Cleared. Dullan on the halfway line. Heads forward. Uproar by the Met defence. Dullan Rees uses his body well. Home side not happy with the decision Ben Williams plays on. It's getting lively again. Referee not given two big appeals by Met. Alaric clips forward. Arman this time clattered. It's getting lively. There's kicks galore, but Pan comes away with it on the halfway line. Plays forward to Hawkins. It's a little bit too far wide, but allows numbers to come up the pitch. Hawkins wins the corner. There's going to be a yellow card to one of the Cardiff Met bench, I believe. Williams coming across. I think it's going to be Ryan Jenkins picking up a card here. Yeah, it is indeed. Not happy with two decisions going against his team there, but great decision, referee. Well done. Yellow card does eventually go up in the air. Jenkins still not happy with that one. Left-footed corner going to be coming in then. Abruzzese is on the ball, ready to put one into an area. Can we nick one here? It's certainly open the game up even more. Crying out for a goal here. Hopefully in the net to the left of me. Williams, the referee, back in the box, marshalling the carnage that's again going on in between the sticks. Abu told to wait by the assistant. The referee having a stern word with all of them. Sam Jones on a yellow, throwing his arms out in frustration. Needs to be careful. Deserved the yellow, that ref. Come on. Abu then on the left-hand side. Can we get something? Good area, front post. Free kick against Haverfordwest County. Sarcastic jeers from the home side, but free kick given, I think, against Yori, it seems, there for some reason. Seeger, kicking hasn't been great. Has gone short. Chubb then comes away with it. Down the middle of the pitch. Dribbling almost as far to the centre circle. Skips it past the referee's feet. Yori being asked defensively now to chase Sodi, who comes away, plays it out to Reynolds. Kenniford and Harry John battle yet again in the middle. Played inward. Chubb under pressure. Hawkins tries to pinch it. Shepherd does. Chance to break for the Bluebirds. 3-on-2. Shepherd being chased by Chubb. He's going to get tripped. Out to Arman. Chance to pull the trigger. Shoots. Good to block. Sliding tackle from Chubb. Arman's going to win us the corner, I think. No, gets us a throw. Chubb does well there. Right-footed from the right-hand side of the penalty spot. Arman first time. Shoots. And the sliding tackle stops it. I think it was Chubb who, I think, a bit of confusion. Is that a yellow? I think Chubb has just been given the yellow card for the attempted trip on Shepherd as he broke clear. Well, certainly would have been a yellow if Shep fell to the ground, but it's number 2. Chubb, who's got the yellow for the home side. Third of the night, second for the home side. Throw in on the far side, I think, is Yori Humphreys' responsibility now. Throwed inward. Won by the Met defence. Mark Wiramiti, another great header from him. Puts it into an area where Met have to clear for a throw-in. Substitutions imminent. It is indeed Greg Walters and Owen Jones who are going to make way onto the pitch here. I wonder who will be, making way as those two enter the pitch. Shepherd on the edge of the box, back to Abruzzese. Left-footed, slots one out to McCarthy. Chance for him to put it in an area. Armands are on the back, unopposed. It's a deep one, but Armands underneath it. Heads into an area. Yori Humphreys, deflected. It's a corner. Under Owen and Greg's height could be useful for this corner. Will they make the change? No, not just yet. Yes, indeed it is going to be now. It's Alaric Jones coming off. Alaric making way for Greg Walters, and it's Yori Humphreys making way for Owen Jones. So I think Dan Hawkins will shuffle across to right wing back. Owen Jones will go up top. And I think Greg is probably going to slot into the back line then. But his aerial ability and Owen Jones's are added into the attack here. 60 minutes up. Roll the dice TP is the call on YouTube. Abruzzese crosses. Good area again. Underneath the keeper. Comes, collects, drops. Ooh. Picks it up off the ground on second attempt and throws it out. Shepherd underneath Sam Jones here. Wins it well. Ooh, can he get that one? Oh, referees, listen to the shout a little bit there. It's Harry John who's down on the ground. Shepherd got the ball. He was a little bit in no man's land there, Harry John. Shepherd's pleading his innocence. Didn't think there was much wrong with that, in all honesty. Harry's back on his feet soon enough. Reynolds right in front of us here, alongside the halfway line with a chance to punt forward from the free kick. Good solid back line. Greg's underneath this one. Headed and over the bar from the home side. Goal kick incoming. It is indeed, I think, Greg Walters, who's almost gone into that centre of a back three. Goal kick. Looked to be going short to Dylan Rees on the right and McCarthy on the left, but now Luke Rees pushes his defenders forward. Everybody up out of the defensive third. Rees again kicked well towards Arman. Wins the first contact out to Hawkins on the right hand side, who clips one forward. Owen Jones chases, but off the back of Chubb's head into Sodi's possession. Good head, Greg Walters. 40-yard header there. Lee Jenkins-esque. Throw in though to Met. Just think a moment of magic is going to get something for us tonight. We hope. Mwanduwe's coming forward. Fouled a little bit by Makwaramiti there. Give him that one. Not happy with it, but it was a foul. It has to be said. Mwanduwe quick to fall to the ground, but contact was there. More substitutions for Haverfordwest County warming up right at the far side of the ground. I can't quite make out exactly who it is, but three bodies are there. Free kick then. Reynolds and Roscoe over this one. Now Roscoe's walking away. It's going to be a Reynolds delivery. It's got Chubb, Sam Jones, Joel Edwards and Elliot Evans on the edge of the box. Need to defend this one. Bluebirds line organised on the edge of the box. Crossed into a good area. Luke Rees comes and takes it really, really well, to be fair. Good commanding collection by the goalie. Rolled out by Rees to Walters over on the right hand side. Roscoe tries to block it, but not quite quick enough for Greg. as Craven picks it up at the back to Edwards, who's made his way back to that left centre-back position. Slots it out. Walters almost pinched it there. Owen Jones, a lot of energy brought in. Offside, Peel's not given, all the way through though to Luke Rees. Bluebirds looking for quick distribution as referee starts counting down. Punts to the nice guy. Not his best kick of the night as Reynolds wins it quite comfortably. McCarthy under it though. Abu comes across to collect. Muandue forcefully through Abruzzese there and actually wins himself the throw-in, which is taken quickly. Back to Sam Jones on his right foot. Cuts inside. Hasn't got a left foot, it seems, but Reynolds plays it to Craven and back to Chubb. Met do well to come away with it. Good spell of possession from them here. Craven clips one forward. It's going to go all the way through, hopefully. Greg foul in the back. Referee waves play on. Sam Jones down. He's gone through the... He's tried to foul Greg. Yeah. Sam Jones coming off worse. Greg's down. Grimacing. Slowly going to get back to his feet. Sam Jones doesn't seem to be in a position to carry on there. I think 2 subs, if not 3 substitutions imminent from the home side. 66 minutes gone. Interesting changes now then. 11 off. So Roscoe departs. Number 17, which, according to my sheet, is Jasper Payne. Lewis Rees, another one who's joined the party. I think Roscoe hasn't taken too well to being substituted because he's headed straight down the tunnel. Bounce ball was given and Luke Rees picks the ball up. I want to see if there was another substitution, but Luke's clearance wasn't his best one yet again there. Needs to get back to the way he was kicking earlier on in the game. Craven volleys it forward. Under it is Dylan Rees. Heads forward. Shepherd collides with Elliot Evans inside the Bluebirds half. Greg comes across. Foul given against Jasper Payne there. Foul on Dylan Rees. Ball is stuck on the roof. Down it comes eventually. Back onto the pitch. 67 gone. Are we going to see a goal in this one tonight? For the first time tonight, I was going to say Greg Walters is taking a free kick here, but Luke is called forward to come and take this one right on the edge of the box on the right hand side, as the graphic is showing. Better kick from Luke Rees into a good area. Sheppy underneath it. Played well by Matt. McCarthy's going to have to flick this one away with his left foot. Does indeed. Abruzzese. Good deft touch by Abruzzese, but read well by Craven and cleared McCarthy. Again, Craven onto it. Abu, McCarthy, link up at the back. Chance to play forward. Abu. Great play. Kyle McCarthy gets himself a bit of space and Chubb has to defend it well. Abruzzese, Owen Jones to Shepherd. There's a bit of space now then. Hawkins to his right. Slots in Hawkins. Chance to play it across the deck. Owen Jones is in the middle. Oh, wide of the far post. I thought the pass into Owen Jones, who was by the penalty spot and making space for himself, was the right option, but left-footed Hawkins from the far right-hand side slides one across and outside the far left post. Keeper, I think, just about had it covered. As chances go in this one, that was pretty big. Goal kick then to Matt. Owen Jones's arrival there. Well, his substitution has brought a lot more energy More to come. Lewis Rees probably say the same for the Met. Sheppy inside the centre circle, out to Dan Hawkins. As he already offers us that defensive cover, Hawkins is certainly the attacking opportunity there on the right-hand side. Joel Edwards, ball and man tackle on Cody Shepherd. One of those ones that slide in. The ball went first, to be fair, but Sheppy went second. Throw in by Hawkins to Owen Jones on the edge of the box, right on the far side. Met play it forward, giving it away. Hawkins left-footed into an area, headed clear by Craven. Back to Hawkins, out to Owen Jones on his left foot on the edge of the box. Has to come backwards to Hawkins, who slips it past Edwards. Trying to win something. Have to clear it. Only as far back as Dylan Rees, who chests it up into the... does well. Lewis Rees, that is, does well, but Hawkins pinches it back off him. Arman back to Rees again, puts it in an area. Good head clear. Chubb got up highest. Punts clear to Lewis Rees on the half turn, on the halfway line. Slots in Harry John of all people. No, it's Jasper Payne on the far side of the box. Crouch in the penalty area. Still Payne. Chance to shoot. Doesn't pass. Now he does. Chance for Elliot Evans. Got to be stopped. Wide of the post. And safe out for a goal kick. I think if Payne had slotted in one of the advancing runners there, they would have had a good opportunity, Met, but hesitated, turned, laid it back to Elliot Evans, who again scored countless in many, many games for the Archers over a long duration of his time here. Lad, thankfully, so far anyway, he's not scored. Ball forward to Arman. Does well. 3 around him. Lays it off for Kenneford. He skips inside 1, skips inside 2, comes away with the ball. Almost feeds Owen Jones in. Good feed, Kenneford. Seegers, no messing, clears, but all the way back to the head of Greg Walters. Shepherd hooks on clear. Arman's on side. Can he get in behind Chubb? Gets it under control as best he can. It's bouncing everywhere. Chubb skips it away. Right-footed. He's going to put that straight into touch. Wasted from the centre half. Arman couldn't quite get hold of it. Just enough. He would have had half a chance. The ball, let's say, is on a grass pitch there. It's easier to control, but it's bouncing all over the place on this artificial pitch here. Kincoid. 72 gone. 18 of normal to go. Throw in. Tried something there. Hasn't quite come off. But Arman is with it. Flipped forward by Hawkins. Headed clear by Craven. Been a par for the course so far this game. Ricocheting everywhere. Haverfordwest win the free kick. A handball identified by the ref. Hawkins going to be the man to take this one on the halfway line. He's got Abruzzese 10 yards to his left. McCarthy 50 yards to his left. But a very advanced defensive line from Met. Numbers back, but still got numbers forward stopping the short one. But Hawkins arrows one forward. Cleared by Chubb. Makwiramiti brings it down, but loses it to Rees. 3 on 3 almost as Rees comes ahead with it. Over on the left-hand side. Bluebirds regroup. McCarthy chasing. Greg does well to clear. Needs to come and defend it again. As Sam Jones is the first one to it. Doesn't go for the throw-in. Sam Jones advances. Slots in. Wasted. Tried to put in Sodi, who was over this near side from left back. Runs out for a goal kick. Not quite the quality that was needed there. He's annoyed with himself there, Sam Jones. Yet again, Luke Rees, goal kick. Open. He's got back to his best. Yeah, it's a good one. Clears the halfway line. Reynolds wins it, mind, but only as far as Abruzzesi's right foot. Into the night sky. Shepherd's underneath it. Reynolds wins it, though. Well done, Dylan Rees. Again, it's up in the air. It's tennis. McCarthy flicks to Kenneford. He puts one over the top. A little bit optimistic. Seegers, the keeper, picks it up on the edge of his box, rolls it out to Edwards on the far left-hand side. He gets his head up, pings one forward. Dan Hawkins does well defensively to pick that one up. It's Kenneford and Shepherd. Good tackle, Dylan Rees on the halfway line. Met looking to pick up a bit of momentum here now. Sodi clips one down the left-hand side. Greg across. Referee isn't buying the dive. It's a throw-in. Getting edgy here. You feel like a goal drastically changes things. As I'm sure if a team does score, they'll be parking the bus for the remainder and trying to keep out the opposition. Hopefully, if there's a goal, as I said earlier, to the goal to my left, in Seegers' goal, but it's met with a chance here. Lewis Rees, the left footer, Sam Jones, the right footer. No, I tell you, it's Ryan Else. He's tying his shoelace. He's back up. Those two over the ball. Craven, the only man back for Met. Let's win the ball back, boys, and break. Very high attacking line from Met. Yeah, they're all on the edge of the 6-yard box. Bluebirds keeping a higher line. Met have to come back if they're going to be onside. Reynolds delivers into a good area. Luke Rees, fantastic save. It was dropping in under the top right corner, but right-handed palm over the bar does well from Luke Rees, who's gone down. He's going to need a breather there. I feel he went into the ground off the back of that one at a fair pace. He just needs a minute. No need for Henry Fensham to join the party just yet with any medical attention. He is back up on his feet. Yeah, he's back on his feet. Great save, Luke. Keeping the score level here. More of the same to come, hopefully, as Met on this near side, left-footed. Go to the back post. Headed over the bar. Free header almost from Joel Edwards. There's a good ball in by number 9, Lewis Rees, the substitute, with his left foot. Just over 13 minutes of normal time in the final away fixture of phase 1 of the 25-26 season. 0-0. Plenty of time left. We always leave it late. Can we get something? Reynolds again wins the header off the goal kick. Shepherd wins his header. It's tennis again, out for a throw-in for Met. Instructions from both benches coming in loud and clear now. Met possession on the halfway line. Chubb gets his head up. Arman stops him playing forward. Has to come to Craven. Owen Jones over his side. Arman just splitting the pass sideways as Chubb has to go forward. Shepherd wins it to Kenneford inside the centre circle. Needs to play it sensibly. Does. Back to Dylan Rees. Chance to him to get his head up. Pings him forward. Shepherd. He's not going to get on the end of that one. All the way through to Seegers in goal. Doesn't pick it up. Uses his feet out to Edwards on the left-hand side. Chance for him to get his head up now. Punts clear. Straight at. Oh, misses his front man all the way through to Luke Rees. Good first touch. Puts it in a good area for him to now pick up. Just forced Lewis Rees in to come and attempt to get the ball off him, but picks it up. Ball in hand. Referee counts down. 3, 2. Luke clears. Straight into touch on the halfway line, unfortunately. Here we go. Edwards, the left centre-back for Met, gets us back underway. Been dominant over on that far side this game. But it is through ball. McCarthy deals with well. Right-footed, punts clear. Reynolds comes forward with it, but Shepherd gets the better of him. Punts clear. Numbers forward for Bluebirds. Good defending again by Met. Edwards drills one across the floor this time. Flicked inside, but Hawkins reads it well. Ricochets it. Not going to go out, is it? Hawkins back to goal. Got to play back to Greg Walters. Met throw. How have they managed to win that there? Met throw in. Just 6 or 7 yards away from the corner flag. Reese with his back to goal. This needs to be strong defensive units here. Dylan Reese concedes the throw. Entering the 80th minute. Throw in to Elliot Evans. Back to the thrower, Sodi. Good defending, Dan Hawkins. Just holds him up well. Pushes him back onto his right foot. Cuts inside, mind. Puts it into a good area. Throw on the back. Got to be cleared. Arman is there to clear. Going to be punted forward. Craven and Owen Jones compete. Oh, good first touch, Craven. Inside. Does really well to find a teammate. A little bit of luck, a little bit of good skill. Takes it away from Owen. Dylan Reese. Experience there. Just shows Jasper Payne. A bit of a dummy, and it goes out for a goal pick. Payne, the substitute, keen to get things back underway. Runs to get the ball for Luke Reese. Reese, though, perhaps not looking to speed things up just as much. 81 played. Panic and Richards in the dugout, deep in conversation. Stick or twist, gents. Reese, good kick towards Owen Jones. He's held, but we wave play on. Hawkins clips one forward for Arman. Can't get it quite under control yet again. Surface, I feel, got a bit of a dewy frost coming in. Ball is just bouncing too high to do anything with it. Throw in for us on the halfway line. Dylan with it. Greg offering an option. Got Arman and Owen Jones further up the line. It's to Arman it is. Controls it well. Oh, deemed to be with an arm. Here we go again. Edwards looking to play it early. Opts not to, so it's Chubb. He's going to punt this one forward. Booms it cross field. Abruzzese does well to get the flick on, but Lewis Reese keeps it in. McCarthy and Lewis Reese compete for it. Lewis Reese comes away with it, fresh-legged, 30 yards out, deflects in the box, cleared. Arman controls it well. Out to Hawkins on the right. He's got an option now for Arman. It is into... Oh, it's just a little bit too far ahead of him. Edwards is going to see that out for a throw-in, surely. No, plays it to Hawkins. Shepherd comes to get it, nudges it out. Not quite. Ball in there. All the way back to Seegers. Needs to play this one early. Owen Jones. Oh! Charges it down. Doesn't quite get enough contact to bounce it into the net. He was on the 6-yard line. That was a brave, brave man there. Got to be offside, surely. Offside given. Well defended, Haverfordwest County. A Harry John flick up and over the top. A little bit too far. Substitutions for Haverfordwest. We'll see Ricky Watts. Number 7 coming on for number 19, Kyle Kenneford. Perhaps Tony Pennock happy to take a point away from the capital tonight. Slightly more defensive. Ricky Watts coming in to just sit alongside Mark Wiramiti, possibly allowing a bit more freedom for Cody Shepherd to go forward. We will see. 83 gone, 7 of normal to go. Won't be many stoppage time ones either. Can we find a winner? Reese knocks it forward. Abruzzese and his namesake, Lewis Reese, sorry. Compete. Walters ends up with it. He has to go all the way back to Luke Reese. Good connection on the kick. Straight forward towards Owen Jones. Pushes in the back. Surely, ref. Greg Walters with it. Sideways to Shepherd. He's got Abruzzese outside him. Abu on the touchline. Skips inside. Referee not interested in giving the foul. Reynolds left-footed. Clears. Good touch. Dylan Reese. Left-footed. Chest and then a left foot. Greg Walters advances. Out to Hawkins on the right-hand side. Hawkins cuts inside. Onto his left foot. Sideways. Sam Jones and Lewis Rees link up to get the ball. Needs to be a good shift here as Harry John comes forward with it. Good feet from Harry to be expected. Abu comes to collect the ball. Play on, waves the referee. McCarthy has to clear here. What are we doing with that? It's brave. Oh my goodness. Owen Jones now with it in attack after the clearance finally by McCarthy. Oh, it's ricocheting everywhere. Dallin taken late, not given. Craven. It's only as far. It's Greg Walters. He puts one forward and is won again by Chubb. It's all over the place. Both teams looking to find the opener and potentially the winner. It's proving difficult at the minute, but just feel there's something to come here. 85 gone. Left-footed Edwards yet again. Tries to find Jasper Payne. Well done, Ricky Watts. Fresh leg comes on. Finds Hawkins. Finds Shepherd inside his own half. Shepherd out to Walters on the right-hand side. Can he unlock something? He does find Hawkins and Arman who link up with Shepherd. Just rolls out a little bit too fast. Now for a throw-in. I think both managers probably now shake hands on a draw, but we still hope for something. Thrown to Hawkins. Met can see the throw. Greg Walters now on the pitch. I wonder will step across to launch one in after that. No, ops for Ricky Watts. Greg's aerial threat added into the mix maybe. Walters in the box, but goes backwards by Watts to Dallin Rees. Left-footed. It's going to be too much for Arman there. Out for a goal kick. A little bit wasteful. Substitutions from the home side now. It's Dixon Kabongo who's coming into the pitch, and it's Elliot Evans who leaves. .86.5 minutes gone. Met with a goal kick to get us back underway. Opts for the short one, which allows Chubb to make his way out of the penalty box. Chubb played it sideways. It got Owen Jones's toes, but it just ricochets all the way through the Seagers. Owen Jones would have had a one-on-one had the toe not been so powerful there to all nudge it through to the keeper. That would have been disastrous from the home side and a gift for the Bluebirds. Sodi and Walters compete for the header over there. Harry John gets his toe in front. Offside, not given. Good header, McCarthy. Walters does well. He skips it past Reynolds. But he's outnumbered. 3 Met players managed to get it back off Greg. Sodi opts to go backwards. I still can't believe Owen Jones. His toe, it ricocheted too powerfully off it. Back to his keeper. Sodi falls to the ground. Greg's going to get the throw in there. Happy to take that one and walk away from it. Big couple of minutes here. 2.5 of normal to go. So many times we've come to Kincoid and gone away with a point from a draw. Been a long time since there's been a 0-0, but as it was back in August, a draw could be on the cards here for 7th place Cardiff Met, and they'll stay there if it stays like this against 8th place Haverfordwest. Throw in now to us. Ricky Watts, the edge of his penalty box area, throws it to Hawkins, back to Watts, clips one forward. It's read well again by Matt. As they come forward, good tackle, Dallin Rees. Can we go in advance? Shepherd runs with it, plays in Greg Walters on the right-hand side. Foul. How is that not a foul, ref? Greg tripped. Referee waves play on. Slotted forward to Sam Jones. Lewis Rees. Cross. Dallin Rees calmly on the edge of the box. Picks it up. Chance to dribble with it. Gets his head up. Looking for a forward pass. Greg Walters into Arman. Clips one forward. Owen Jones is onside. He's deep to the right-hand side, but numbers come forward. Big chance here. Can he lay one back? Oh, cleared. A toe clears it back to his keeper. I think it needed to be directed further backwards towards Arman, who was waiting to pounce. Payne. Referee can't wait to blow the whistle on that one. Dylan Rees penalised. Chance for Met to put one into a dangerous area here. Ball was moving as Sam Jones took a quick one, trying to catch the keeper off his line, but ball moving. 89 minutes, 43 seconds. A cruel way here if Met were to score. Big defensive unit needed. Backs to the wall as Lewis Rees, the left footer, over the ball as the fourth, Ryan Kenny on the far side, indicates 3 minutes to go. 90 minutes are up. Rees drills one to the far left-hand side, headed clear by Greg Walters, does well. Ricky Watts, as he travels away, Makwiramiti has won us a free kick. Greece, I don't think, could be in any rush to come and take this one, but well done, Pan Makwiramiti wins us the free kick. Watsy was travelling with it, but sort of sideways was the touchline, but we take a free kick. Just over 2 minutes of injury time to go here. Rees, punts it clear. Is there to be a chance? Still to come. Makwiramiti wins the second ball to Shepherd. Good Sheppy against Harry John. Gonna get on this one. Corey backs himself around the side of Harry John. Harry does well to keep up with him. Sheppy, snake hips, back to Abruzzese. Crosses, left-footed, round the back. Headed clear by Edwards. Makwiramiti wins it again. Back to Abu. Good decision. Chance to whip one round the back. Good area. Oh, headed clear. Only as far as Dan Hawkins on the right-hand side. First time delivery. Headed clear yet again by Edwards. Makwiramiti out to Abu. He's got space. Crosses, left-footed into another good area. Greg Walters. Oh my God, what a save. Greg's first time ahead, a dive in Seegers down to his left-hand side. Oh, I thought the net was going to ripple, and a great save in the 92nd minute by Seegers. Oh, that will surely make the highlight reel, and the Scorio cameras will have a great angle on that one. Abruzzese in the final minute of play is going to be taking a corner from the far left-hand side. Top left corner of the pitch, as I can see. Last chance here for the Bluebirds to take all three. Can we get it? Abruzzese, left-footed, into the box, into the crossbar, headed clear. Sam Jones, Jasper Payne comes away with it. Makwiramiti does well, but Met advance. Rees, need to go and stop him. He's making good advancing. Harry Jones is unmarked at the back post here. Rees is almost pinched by Watts, but he's just holding it up over on that left-hand side. Blow the whistle, ref. Left-footed cross by Sodi, won by Dylan Rees. Reynolds and Arman compete for it. Good tackle, Ben Arman. Holds it up enough. 92:45 on the clock. 15 seconds. Sam Jones on this right-hand side. Crosses into an area. Wins. Dylan Rees. Oh my God. Harry John almost pulled the trigger then. It was almost written in the stars, but there it is. Bang on 93 minutes. It's the full-time whistle. Spoils the shade here in the capital. 0-0. It ends here. A point apiece. We remain 3 points behind Cardiff Met. That does, I believe, now mathematically mean probably both sides will compete again later on this season in the playoffs. I think possibly Cardiff Met, to be fair, can mathematically still do it, but it's going to be a tough ask with the remaining fixtures to go of phase one. But just the one for us home to Britain Ferry, Llansawel. We managed to take all three back in the summer months with a late Alaric Jones winner. But we face them on Friday night, the 9th of January. So a warm welcome awaits. Friday night football at the Oggy Bridge Meadow in just over a week's time. But thank you for those of you that have tuned in. Blwyddyn newydd dda I chi gyd. Happy New Year to you all. Over and out with the Bluebirds Nest live for now.